They laughed so hard at me when I showed them my power plan that I had my kids on when they were 10 years old. But fast forward 5 or 6 years later, and I don't hear them laughing much anymore. This pitcher certainly wasn't laughing when my son took him yard twice this summer, or this pitcher when he hit this home run to start a come-from-behind rally in the first round of last year's high school playoffs, or the coaches at the school who laughed the hardest at me when he hit this home run off of them once he got to high school. Because here's what I knew that they didn't, is that there are two critical times in a kid's life when it's almost 50% easier for them to build new neural pathways and motor patterns. And what I was noticing is that the golf industry was already using this. They were prioritizing rotational speed and movement skills in those windows of opportunity, and then waiting until kids were out of those times to refine the skills of like ball striking. So for boys, those windows are roughly ages 7 to 9, and then again at 13 to 16. And I knew that I didn't want my kids to miss out on those opportunities. So for example, one of the most important motor patterns that you want to teach in those years is this move right here, where the hips are opening while the hands are still pulling up and back. Why is this? Because the body has these tissues called fascial lines. And fascia is a tissue that works like an elastic band. If you stretch it quickly before you fire it, you can create way more explosiveness than you would be able to create otherwise. So what you want to see, like you see here with my son, is a kid's hands pulling up and back while their hips start to open. But here's the thing, when you teach this to younger kids, they usually don't have enough stability in the muscles around their shoulder blades to actually hold that position. So what their brain does is protect themselves. So instead of keeping the bat up and back or their arms up and back, they'll drop their hands down closer to their ribs for stability as they start to swing. It's their body's way of saying, I can't control the bat way out here, so I'll move it into where I feel safe and can control it. So that's why with this move in particular, we started seeing huge results when we'd warm kids up with our SCAP stability series before putting them into a drill that would teach this pattern. And when we shifted our focus that way, not just fixing the mechanics, but solving the movement control problems that are lying underneath the mechanics, that's when my kids' progress really started to blow past their peers. So if you've got a kid who isn't hitting for as much power as you would like, and you see them dropping their hands too, drop the word SCAPS below and I'll DM you our SCAP stability series so you can start trying this out with your athletes.